loose monetary policy, create an environment where risk seems really cheap. And the other argument that I hear is that that the low interest rate environment was in some part out of the Fed's hands. If you notice, we raised interest rates starting in 2003, mid-2003, but the term structure didn't move with us. Large part because foreigners, which were a big source of funding for our financial system, continue to invest very heavily, purchasing long-term debt instruments in the US and keeping the long-term interest rates really low, so low in fact that the term structure was inverted at several points, even as we were raising rates. So we lowered rates very aggressively post 9/11 and kept them low for a while, and historians will be looking back and going, well, was that too low for too long? But I would say because of kind of a global savings glut attributable in part to places like China, who, because they pegged their exchange rate, had to do something with those excess funds that they were generating from the huge trade surplus that they had. They were doing it by investing in the US, keeping interest rates low.
You mentioned earlier that variable rate mortgages defaulted at a higher rate than fixed mortgages, right? I'm just wondering what your reason behind that is, and whether it's the flight to quality and what could be done. Since the Fed cut, the federal funds rate, that eliminated the future of that problem, but it didn't really
didn't solve the problem. Basically, the variable rate subprime mortgage was the last of the last. It was, so you had prime fixed, that was the traditional mortgage, and then it was prime variable, and then when the need for yield grew, people said, well, how about people whose credit ratings aren't quite high enough, so let's go subprime fixed, and then ultimately subprime variable. It was a lunch speech